morning, good morning. Big day today, chat. NFP day. I still can't believe it's on a Thursday. Like, I've never seen NFP on a Thursday before. It's usually on a Friday. I've never seen this before. What up, Jay? Good morning. What up, what up? Okay. Chat, big day today. NFP Thursday. At 8:30 in about like 24 minutes there. Tomorrow is a bank holiday, 4th of July, so we won't be trading. But today, pretty big day to end off the week. And then, yeah, it's the week. So let's get into it. Let me just make sure this is up. Can you check the Discord US one with the 4 leg candle? Yeah, I got you. The leg candle. This one? Yeah, it's a leg candle. What time frame is this for? That's the 4 leg candle. Yeah, right here? No. What was that? The 4-hour time frame, just this one. But how come yours got filled? Mine didn't. Because your leg candle got filled here. Right, came down, got filled. Oh, this one. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I'll get into that. All right, yeah, I'll get into that because remember. So yesterday, chat. I know we're on YouTube right now. We're live on YouTube, right? Just making sure. Yeah, I think we're live. So what up, YouTube? Good morning. Yesterday we were speaking about how this right here isn't really like liquidity. Like there needs to be a steeper wick being created. And looking at price right now, it looks like you are coming down towards that level still. But the reason why yesterday we were looking for price to come down towards these areas is because we were looking for trades on the 15-minute time frame yesterday. And this is like the perfect example because where is it? Tuesday. Is it this? I think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was on the 5/15 because it was a news candle. But the same way, like when we were sitting right here yesterday, how if you look at price coming up here, like there's a missing bottom wick here because this was your news candle, right? News came out right here and it just kind of made its way up. So if you look at the structure that got printed here, there was no like at any given point liquidity. And usually when liquidity prints, right? Like you can say, okay, well, isn't this a higher low? Isn't this a high low printer for us to go up? But the reason why I'm saying it was not is because if you look at the way it came down too, it wasn't just like 1 or 2, 3, 4 counts coming down. It was like actually just like slow movement down and retracement, slow movement down, retracement, slow movement down, retracement, right? Like at the end of the day, you can still see it as like a higher low being printed, but liquidity would be more so of like, especially when you look at the 4-hour time frame too, right? Liquidity would be more so of like the complete break of those lows. For instance, like I'll say like this. Like if you got something like this, I'll see this as liquidity, right? Like that. Not even, I'll say the complete break of these lows alone. That'll be liquidity, and then you continue up, right? So that never printed yesterday. So then on the 5, when we had our trades, we took it off of the idea that this right here wasn't a higher low being printed. That wasn't liquidity, right? So then we end up taking sells where is it? Back down to retest the lows over here. So the reason why I'm bringing this up again is because today we're in the same boat, right? You see how this got corrected right here? This entire news count got corrected, but on top of that, this structure got corrected. If you look at the 4-hour time frame alone, today you're gonna see that the lows here. So let me get out replay mode real quick. But the lows here, right here, from this entire move up, at any given point, was there any liquidity? No. There was like higher lows being printed, you can say, right? But is that enough for us to say that we're gonna continue up? Is that enough to say that we have enough liquidity to continue up and to continue being bullish up? I don't know, right? Chances are a lot lower because of the way that we came down. So if I were to zoom out here, right? So starting from here up, you came up, came down, bottom wick, came up, came down, bottom wick, came up, came down, came up, right? And you're starting to slow down now at this resistance level. So the idea we had was, well, are we going to come down to create a bottom wick towards the bottom of the range here, right? Which is these areas. Because if you do come down, if price does come down towards these levels down here now, then yeah, that'll be liquidity. That'll be a higher low being printed. And if you were to come up afterwards, it's valid because that's enough of a bottom wick for you to continue up now, right? And then you will also be tapping into these zones to the left as well. So you tap into those zones and you clear the area, you come back up. I mean, yeah, you're bullish, right? You should continue up towards the next resistance. But the reason why I think we're missing something, we're not ready for a continuation yet, is because we're missing something down here at like 33.21, 33.14 zones. I'll say 21 as the next safe target, or not even 33.32 as next safe target, right? So that's kind of what's going on right now. And Penzo brought up the leg candle right here that was formed. So we didn't fill it immediately off the next candle, but is there a chance now that you come down, which you've already done? You already came down to tap the leg candle body zone, which is right here. And then you rejected, came back up. Now you come back down to retest the lows again. Is there a chance that this time you continue to push through, hold below 46 to continue down towards here, right? So on the smaller time frame, you might see something like this that plays out, where you're coming down right now, and this is a leg candle body right here. You retrace, you respect those zones, right? And then you continue back down to retest the lows down here. Right, not literally like the way I'm drawing it, but in terms of like the structure and the way we're printing, like how we're coming below, respecting these zones, right? All these top wicks, respecting it to continue down. Like that's just like the main idea. So looking at a 4, yeah, it looks like you have been struggling here. So let me just take a look at what happened during the London session here, or the last couple of hours. So this is Monday, Tuesday right there. Wednesday is yesterday. So Wednesday kind of just opened up, moved down, came back up, came back down for London, came back up after London, made a high at 8 a.m. and then pulled back from 8, 9, 10. And then late NY session around like 12, 1, 2, came back up to re-break the highs. And then Asian session, what is that? Asian session, yeah, 6 p.m., 7 or 8, 7, 8, came back down. What is this? This was 170 pips. And then you retraced again to like 33.51, which was, what is this? 70 pip retracement, made back a low, came back up. Yeah, so this was Asian into London, and then now you came back down to retest the lows. So yeah, you definitely came back into the range. And the way it came down here wasn't a strong move down though. I think the strong move down was this one right here. This is a much stronger push down, right? So sometimes when you have a strong push down or a strong push up, the way it pushes down, the way it pushes up will indicate what the direction for a day is, right? So this is a strong push down, but this is also a strong push up. This move back down was kind of weak. It was kind of highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. You have structure, right? But it wasn't like anything too crazy of a push. But yeah, you came back down to retest the Asian session lows, and now you're sitting here. So we can start marking up here, but we have an idea of what the 4-hour candle could do. I think the daily has no top wick, right? Does it? Daily. Yeah, I can say it has no top wick. It kind of closed right here, resistance. If not that resistance, it closed respecting this resistance up here. Didn't close above that per zone, right? So I'll say that's holding still. So we can start marking up over here. I think the 4 zone, something should be around here. So we can mark up a zone here. Off of that zone. Go up towards here. Mark up a level off of here. Resistance. For now, that could still be created or broken, but that's pretty strong. And then sun's so bright. And you probably mark minor levels. So leave that there. All right, so I'll mark up these strong levels just like as targets, right? So if you were to go up, where could you go to? Where would you reject that? What's the level you could or highly reject that, right? So if you were to go up, you're looking at like 33.62 next, because that's like your next major resistance. If you were to go down, you're looking at 33, 32. Now this doesn't mean once you have these levels marked up, it's like you're picking a direction and you're looking for trades to come up or to come down towards that destination, right? It's just there like for now, like, because we don't have any idea what's going on yet. We still got news that's coming out at 8:30, right? So we have no clue what can happen here. For all I know, price can still come up for a steeper wick, or maybe you might get that 4-hour come down for that bottom wick, for all I know, right? So it's just about like markup and being prepared for where we could go next if you were to go up or if you were to go down. The overall range in this area is roughly like 300 pips, so it's pretty volatile. I think the last like 2 10-minute candles have been 60 pip candles, 65 pip candles. So yeah, I'll mark up like minor zones here. So I'll mark up major zones first, and I'll mark up like minor zones here. So yeah, these yellow zones down here off of just these wicks here and these bodies. I would say more so of these wicks here. Just as like a minor zone. Like it's not major, but it's like, you know, there are levels here, 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 right here, 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 right? So it's a pretty decent zone. It's a zone that you likely will react off of. If not reject, just react, which you're doing right now, I think, right off of that 4-3 zone. That's kind of where you bounced off of. And then your next yellow zone is could be where? Probably up here. Looking at left, like off the bat, I'm seeing this right here, right? So could there be something here? Yeah, it could be. So we can mark up the zone here, 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 going up, right? So 33.57, 33.43. Those are the zones I got. Can this be extended further left? Sometimes I like to move it more left just to see if we have anything else. The more taps, the more confirmations of a zone. So yeah, 55, I'll leave it there. Maybe a little higher right there to match that wick right there. 56.219 is a zone. All right, so yeah, now we just wait. No idea what's happening right now. Just go on to the charts. We have news in about 10 minutes or NFP Friday or NFP Thursday. And after that, when numbers come out, we'll see what we can do here. But ideally, yeah, I don't think it matters like what direction we go into today, bullish or bearish. But we're just looking for that next high probable play, right? And for all I know, it could break out this range today. Maybe you might not be stuck in this range. Maybe you might break out. Maybe you might push below 31. Maybe you might push above 62. Right? It's a massive range, but doesn't mean it can't be broken on NFP Thursday. But yeah, I don't want to get too ahead. I'll leave that for now. Okay, chat. So news at 8:30 here. 87,000 traders online. And we'll see how it comes up. All right. Now we just wait. Now we just wait. same zones. Nice. Yeah, it shows people connecting and disconnecting. It's so weird. But it's gonna go away soon. It's gonna say, what did it say yesterday? Something about too much people coming and leaving. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I gotta mark up these zones here on MT5. So we have that. 6232, 628, 320. Oh, close. Almost sniped that. What was it? 32046. Five, 6, 2, 4, 3, 1. I let. If you hit the 2K mark, are you gonna increase or decrease loss to 0.16? Or increase? I don't know yet. When I hit 2K, I'm thinking like 0.12, but because as the year goes on, I don't wanna just double it. Like as the account grows, I don't wanna just double it. I think I'm gonna do 0.12 because 0.16 would be double. If we start with 0.08 on the 1K. It would make sense to go 16, but I think I'm gonna go 12. 0.12. Yeah, so percentage risk might be going down as well. But percentage gain going down too on average. We'll see. But yeah, either 10, 12, or 14. Definitely not a odd number though. Is this thing connected today? Yeah, it is. Cool. Now we just wait, chat. Just wait. Don't get confirmations. Continue waiting. Apply extra confirmations. Continue waiting. If you can't wait, then you can't trade. Right, chat? Shit, bitter. Well, with the leg count, the fort has been filled. Yeah, so we're looking for obviously like we're looking for ways to fill that, but we gotta wait for news there coming out first, right? So we gotta see if we are breaking the lows at 33.41 again. If you do re-break the lows at 34.1 again, then yeah, there could be potential sells below here because that's the 4 hour leg candle fill. And that's going to be the 4 hour bottom wick that has not been filled yet from yesterday. Or just in general, a liquidity zone, or not liquidity zone, but a higher low and actual liquidity for us to continue up, right? Because for it to continue up from here is possible, but for us to continue up after pulling back here, breaking all these lows, coming back is more possible. So lots of ways it can play out today. We gotta wait for news to come out in about 2 minutes here, and we'll have better answers. Okay. Some decent volume in this push though. 85 pip pop. Oh, I'm not recording this. Fuck. Alright, recorded. Oh, you can't see into 5 here in Zoom? Ah, okay, my bad. Hold on. It should be good now. My fault. I forgot. I shared it on the other one only, the browser. I hate this green board thing though. One minute, chat. 1 minute until news comes out. We'll see what we can do here. Where'd you create the stop wick at here? Yep. No, there won't be buy stop stops, by the way, chat, in case you guys are wondering. No buy stop stops there. Just waiting for numbers to come out. Following price action afterwards with more volume because news brings in volume. That's it. That's all we're doing. So it could be a trade immediately after 8:31, 8:32, or it could be a trade at like 9 or 8:45, 9 a.m., 9:30, NYC open, right? But one thing for sure is that it will bring in volume. Might not bring direction, but it will bring in volume for sure. That's always guaranteed from like folders like these. But you need volume, direction, and confirmation, right, for trades. All right, so I'll pop down. Re-breaking the lows, coming down towards the 4 hour leg candle body. Coming down towards that 4 hour bottom wick zone. Tap the 4 hour bottom wick zone. So what was that? Came down 160. Yeah, so look, leg candle's been filled now. It would have been nice if it would have been in, like, if there was no spike off news and you get in like a move after. But this body got filled now, right? You also came down to create a bottom wick on the 4, the level that we want to see being cleared. Got cleared. Now it retests the lows. I would assume it has more room to continue down. A bit more because the move down, I'll say, is like liquidity. Maybe it might not be liquidity. Maybe it might be a start of a directional trend down, right? But the only thing I can say is like the weekly on like I have the day left until we close. Like, let's still flip. I mean, it's quite a bit to move. It's 600 pips, quite a bit. Your next zone here on the daily shows that if you are to come down, it shows right here. There's no bottom wick zone right here, which is steep, 3,300. So 360 more pips to go. It's quite a bit. Are we gonna come down there? I mean, we gotta see, but That's what it shows on the daily. That's just the next no bottom wick zone. So the same way we took advantage of the 5 no bottom wick yesterday, the same way the 4 account came down because of no bottom wick, the same way the daily can come down because of no daily bottom wick now, right? So the small time just leads to the higher time frame like that, and that's kind of what's happening right now. Your next no bottom wick zone is the daily right here, and that's also like levels that we tapped in the past. If you look at price there, in the past you've came down towards the zones here. Well, in the past, I mean here and here, and then you can't just reject it off of those zones. It's like stuck in a mini range right here. If you take a look at it, right, it's like a mini range within it. So yeah, there's chances that you could come down a lot first, 3,300. Obviously, there's levels on the way down that we gotta be aware of. So we gotta be marking those levels up and being ready for that. But let me just go back to my drawings here. So yeah, you come down 30, 31. It's off. There's a zone here, so you will get some type of reaction off of it, which looks like you have. You're re-breaking the lows again for news, which usually means that you get a pop. Your next zone is where 33.22. There's also no bottom wick zone here as well on the 4, right? So yeah, that's your next zone, 33.22.589. Question is, as you re-break the lows for news, could you get a pop down immediately, right off the bat? Looking at price, it has a lot of range and a lot of high chance to do so. So I'm gonna mark this up for now. 31. What else is there? You got to pull back, right? And then after you got to pull back, you fill the range down. You got another top wick, came down, rebroke the lows, top wick came down again. So yeah, there could be a chance we can get trade ideas coming down here below these wicks here. I'm probably gonna wait for price to come down, break below these wicks towards like 26, 27. There's like a minor zone here, nothing too crazy. And then pull back. If it can pull back to like 31, 32, re-break the lows. The re-break of lows would be the, I wouldn't say sell stop, it would be a market X. I can't sell stop because I got too many accounts I'm copy trading over to. So it causes a bunch of delays and a bunch of errors sometimes. But market X, basically a sell stop if you just have one account. Right, but I want to see this thing break the lows first. It hasn't broken that low first, so wait for that, then wait for the pullback, and the re-break of lows could be an idea we can have coming down. All right, but this is a move we've been hunting for since yesterday. Like this entire push down for the 4 at lows. It's just this wasn't enough. That was definitely not enough of a bottom wick to say that we're bullish. So let this play out. Let this play out. How big is this range here? The lows are going to be 50 pips, 48. 1 minute looks clean. Clean. So let it pop, let it pull back, and then re-break. Numbers come out. Positive. Increased by 147 in June. Yeah, 147. Over 111. So we didn't even look at news today. We just looked at price action and it showed that we were coming down. News just kind of pushed down, right? To fill that range. All right, so this is a breakout low. It's cool. Let it break. Let it pull back now. If it doesn't pull back, it doesn't pull back, but let it pull back. I want to see this thing come up to re-break 33, and then the re-break at lows be the ideal. If it doesn't do that, the next idea. Right? 45 candle next. Because you have lots of things you can do now with volume. Like whenever you have volume this early in the day, you can do lots. You can have lots of ideas, right? So this is only one idea we have today. Well, kind of the second idea, but first idea is below to come down. Second idea is to come down towards here, which is currently what we're waiting for. And then third idea could be, because once you tap, I think you tap into this zone. This is your strong level, right? Where is it? The daily zones right here. So if you come down that steep, you even get wick entry buys, right? So I won't take wick entry buys at 22. It's a minor zone at 22. buys at wick entry buys at 3304 is pretty cleaned up because you're looking for the first initial rejection, and it's also a stronger support, right? So if you come down towards there, yeah, wick entry buys you can take, because if you were to continue down without retracing, then at some point you gotta retrace the same way this move had to retrace eventually too, right? But you come down towards 3304, showing a level of a support, you likely will get something like this where you pull back, and then once you pull back, I mean, your wick entries are here, you're getting all your next amount of resistance, which is there. That alone is like a 30 or 80 pip range, right? It's quite a bit. So you can look for that. You're not looking for this because you're expecting it to still continue down, but you're looking for the pullback, right? And then that's another idea later on. Or we can look for, yeah, that's it for now. I'll update that if once the 4 closes, but right now we're still waiting for this move here. So you can get the pullback to 32. Hopefully this new 5 can do it. Next target is 22 for bottom wick zone. Another thing you do here as well is if this thing were to retrace, right, and you were to get constant bullish candles here, you can also take the wick entry sells too. Like if you were to get something like this and then like this, the zone doesn't really matter too much. I'm just drawing like the idea up, but let's say you get like something like this. Eventually you can just take the wick entry sells because you're expecting price to make higher lows before continuing up if it were to continue up. All right, so if it were to continue up, you get something like this. Right, you get the retest of lows either way. So that's something you can also take because I don't think you retraced yet. And that could be anywhere. That doesn't have to be off of like 21s going up or 32 going up, right? It can be anywhere. So yeah, you came down, rebroke the lows at 32, 33, 22, 859 here. Can't really grab the rebreak. It's at target level, the next target level. Next target now is 3304. That's the daily zone, daily no bottom wick zone. Chance of us coming down, I mean, we're halfway there. Only like 130 pips left to go. So next idea would be wick entries at 3304. Or if you get a pullback, let's say you get a pullback now, you could probably take a wick entry sell. But it comes down to what happens first. If you come down first and you have no top wicks whatsoever, then yeah, wick entry buys could be here. If you retrace now to like 3302, then could we take a wick entry? Of course. We're gonna take it back down and retest the lows. And that'll be an idea that we could take advantage of. But just be a bit patient here. Positive. Oh, you also have news as well today. ISM service PMI at 10 a.m. Yeah, more news. Okay, so you're retracing right now. Let this retrace. I don't know how far it's gonna retrace till. Looking left, I'll say next resistance is where this is a major zone at 32. It could probably retrace a little higher, a little above there though. I'll say right around here, 30 to 32, 30 to 23. If it comes up towards 23, I will take a wick entry sell. But here's the thing, it has to come up strong. If this thing like breaks the lows, comes up, no, definitely no. But off of this, right? Let's see, this kind of current bottom wick comes back up. Yeah, we'll take a wick entry sell at 23. But you want to see constant bullish candles here, because you're expecting the retracement back down to retest the lows. So see how this new 5 opens up here. So far, coming down for a bottom wick first. Can't do anything about that. There, 304, 529. Where is it? 23,979. So yeah, if you can get a continuous pop up, like 1, 2 candle pop up, that'd be sweet. Lots of ideas. And then your vantage point from there would be like down towards the resistance that's occurring right now, because that's also a zone at 20. So you have like a 40 pip vantage point. Is there anything else a little higher in 23? Looks like you might come down and re-break the lows again. Next zone will be like a lot higher though. Next zone will be more so of 27. I'll leave it at 23, 23.9. I'll leave it at that. No bottom wick there, got filled. Can we get a pop? As long as you don't re-break the lows to get a pop up, it'll still be valid. You just don't want to see this is a push down. You don't want to see this, right? You want to just see this and then this. Because if it were to come up from there, it will come up. You have a bottom wick. You take a wick entries there, right? But if it were to continue, then you obviously get continuation. But if you get this, can you take a wick entry there? No, because high chance it will push through past the next zone, which you can still take up here. But I don't want to get too far yet. You know what I mean? Too far ahead. So this broke the lows. Didn't retrace that much. What was that retracement? 39 bips. Next zone is 3304. I can't take the re-break, chat. I'm not looking for any re-breaks here. The only re-break idea I had was, I think it was these ones below here, but that was an NFP candle. I couldn't grab that. I was looking for more so steeper top wicks here to continue down below 3302, 32. So just a bit more waiting. Lots of volume though. This NP candle was definitely directional. 320 pips. Crazy candle. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna get the wick entry at 33.24 cells no more. That will probably be moved up. I think next one is 30 to 30, 32. So we'll see how things look there. Maybe 27, but let's see if this thing even retraces here. If it retraces, it should be a quick retracement. It shouldn't be like a, slowly stuttering up. Slowly stuttering up means you have structure. All right? You come down here. Slowly stutter means you have higher low, you have structure. Compared to if you just kind of come up like this, right? Different story. So just pay attention to that. If it retraces even. If it doesn't, then 04. What's the next zone here? 32.91. Okay, bullish candle re-breaking the highs again. Can you get a pop up towards like 27? It's quite a bit. It's like 110 pips. 5 coming up. 15 pullback. Lovely. No bomb on the 15, right? That's something. Okay, retracing. Still got 90 pips to go. It's a long way to go. Okay, so slowly making its way up. Still got a long way to go. Got another 78 pips here. Quite a bit, but it's pushing up nicely. It's like moving up. It's not just making higher lows, up, higher lows, up, higher lows, up, at least yet. Gotta do it for another like 60, 70 pips. How much was this retracement? This one was 60. Wow. So another half of that to go. A little more than half. But now you have a bottom wick on the 4, right? You see what I mean? Like the whole day yesterday we're looking for that. Today we're looking for that too. I didn't even think news would do it within one push. I thought news would just break it out for 9 a.m. to continue down and then a late day reversal. But you have this now. So yeah, now it's like if the daily were to go up, it can go up. Well, not today, but or maybe today. But in terms of the overall structure alone, right? The 4-hour structure, like if it were to go up now, it has room to go up now because you have an actual real low, right? This wasn't a real low. On what day was this? Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday. Now you have a real low. Could continue back up or could retrace the entire move back down. The monthly started to no bottom wick. All right, you're coming up here. Still far. Gotta push a little past this. Let's see if it struggles here or not. I mean, it's worried about 24. Our original zone was 24. Might reject off there instead, but can't do anything about that if it does. Patient, chat, patient. Tomorrow's 4th of July. Don't fuck it up. It's all my Americans. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. No need to force trades, right? No bottom wick. Can I push up? 3 candle push. If you can re-break 22, or wait, what is this? 21? If you breaks 21, we got pop. Last time you came up from actually no, it's a little different. I think early we had, I wouldn't say an idea, but because we didn't come close. But wick entry buys, right? I think it was at 04 though. We're quite far away still. Came down towards 11. New 5. 1 hour closure in about 7 minutes. And 4, so maybe the 4 opens up top wick first. If it does that, then well, yeah, we'll have the wick entries, right? If you open up on the 4 and the 1, top wick first, you're expecting it to flip bearish. So you're looking for those wick entries. Maybe even a runner. If it opens up the top wick first, unless we get it before. Not bad still. Like, I wouldn't say this is structure. But maybe you can move this back up to 26, right? Or 27. Nice. One minute leg candle. Yeah, so you have volume here. This is good. If you can pop up towards 27, 735, we'll be in there. 27, 735. Almost there. This is good though. The continuous pop up, right? This is perfect. One more pop gold, we'll get those wick entry cells. But yeah, tap into 27, 5, 6 there. There's a zone here. It could reject off of. If it does, you know, don't get FOMO. It could be 23 or 24 in a dot, because there's a no top wick zone here. But I'm gonna wait for 27, just because you got a little bottom wick in these zones here going up. If it was like constant off the bat rejection off of 33.11 earlier and you just retraced up, then fine. But you got a little retracement. I'm move it a little up to, well, our original zone at 27.64. What was that? 32, 23? One minute close, bearish, respecting support. That should break the highs. One more pop. 37 more pips, gold. So look, tap this no top wick zone, right? On the dot. Let's see. It rejected it earlier, and it came with re-break the high. So I like to think it'll re-break this high. What was that retracing just now to? That was 9 pips. Yeah, pop up towards 27.64, chat. Almost there. And it'll be a market X. There are more pips, 20 more pips. Could you get a wick entry here? $26 pips away. No, close. Don't retrace yet. 20 more pips. Come on, Jerome. Okay, there's a flip. One steady push. The idea will be over, chat, if this the structure alone retraces back down towards like these zones here. Because I don't know if you can take the wick entry here anymore. You can probably extend it a little higher towards the next zone now. But if it retraces and comes back up, it's gonna be a little tough. Like you want to see initial pops up without any pulling backs, because then you're looking for to move down as a bottom wick, right? In case you drive up, or continuation of trend. In this case, continuation of trend as well. All right, can you tap 27.6? $17 pips. What was that? $24.8. That's the other zone we had earlier. The reason we removed that was because of the low it made. So we moved it a little higher. This is fine still, as long as it doesn't break below 20. And then obviously you have a 4-hour closure right now too. So if you can open up top wick first, I'll tap 27. And the flip will give you that push. Okay, new 4-hour candle. /1. Can you get a top wick here? That taps 27. $27.7. See a 1-hour candle top wick. This can be your advantage point though at 24. So if you get an entry at 27, 24 can be break even or stops in profit. Let's see. Almost there. Not enough. Not close enough. Wait. Let's see how far. Let's see if this is it. So far, you rejected 24 bits, 34 bits, 32 bits. Didn't break the lows at the previous low at 21 or the lows at 20 yet, so it's still valid. Can't just gotta make your way up though. I think it's a new 1 hour and a 4 hour candle, right? And you got a little top wick. and then you're coming down to rebreak the lows. So you still have that wick fill coming down, but we want to be part of the wick entry to come down for the wick fill, right? I don't think I'll be part of like the rebreak of lows. I don't think I'll be part of anything here though. If it's not the wick entry, it's not anything else here. We'll wait for a different idea, which would be continuations then. If you don't get this, it'll be continuations. If we get continuations, it'll be below 33.11, maybe 33.04, depending. If it's not the retracement move. Two minutes for 5. This thing's flipping again. Good. One more push. You ready? Almost there. 10 pips away. You need a pop. You ready? One more pop. Almost there. One more pop. All right, chat. Perfect. Wick entry sells right there. Gone to sells. TP would probably be, I'll say, I'm going to leave it at 23. If you want to be more aggressive, you could be. You could leave it towards the wick fill. I think 23 is a pretty strong zone, though. Or you know what? Maybe a little lower, bro. Low these zones. 21? Yeah, 21. Right there. Below the 5 flip. All right. So yeah, wick entry sells there, chat. I'm expecting this to retrace. Just be aware of like zones here. So be aware of next minor zone is going to be here at like 25. So 25 could be a zone where you're moving stops to break even at. Stops and profit at. I think that's 27% profit. Next minor zone is going to be 32. So if it does retrace to 32, it's fine. Maybe a second position. But we'll see here. Yeah, 25 break even. Or no, 25 stops and profit. I think break even would be 26.06. That'll be break even. All right. So BE there, trail stops there, and then continuation down. That'll be the idea. New 5 opening. 4 hours still, barely a bottom wick. Could you get a pop? Where's your next zone? So 32 is your next zone. If you reject off of there, what's the difference between there and there? 39 pips. And then you also have 37. That's quite a bit though. It's 80. It's far. Let's see though. Depends on how it comes up. Like if it comes up towards like 36 zones, 32 zones, or 36 zones, based off how it comes up, like either if it like, for instance, like lows up, right? Then there's no wick entries again. But if it just continues to pop up, like directly up, then there could be. Because structure matters, right? Right now you don't have structure on this push up on the 5. So you're expecting those bottom wicks to be created still. So right now you're coming back down, bottom wick. Could you get a push though? 26 will be break even, and then I think 25 trail stops and profit. Almost. The re-break of lows here, chat, would be break even. The re-break of 26.28 here. And hopefully it can push through too, because like push through 26 once it re-breaks, because this is a pullback right here. So the re-break, I would expect to pop. The only thing that I'm worried about here is towards TP. It says 25.13. This zone right here. Pull back again. $22, yeah. $53. Not breaking yet, chat. Still in. Still in. This didn't really break structure or anything. So low could still be created on the 5 especially. Until you see like this, I wouldn't be worried. Because as long as you have continuous 5-minute candles the way it is right now, you're still expecting that retracement, that higher low. And look at the 4 and 1 if that helps you. Where did we get there though? Max? We got peak 12. Yeah, we wanted to see like 26 for break even. 26, 25. What do you have next? 15 closure in about 6 minutes. You have a 5 closure now though. Could be a leg candle 5. Or no top wick 5. That'd be sweet. $30 seconds. If you can re-break these lows at 26, you can get a push. Question is 25, that's it. But we're gonna trail at 26, chat, or 25, right? So I think we'll be like 20 pips in profit. We'll trail to like 26 probably, because this is the only thing that's gonna be hard to break. 25.26. 26 should be pretty easy, especially if you come down for a third time. I would have expected this to break the second time, but it didn't. But this is the third time it's re-breaking the lows. So this is stops to break even now. You came down, you tapped it. Now the only thing is now 25. Okay, you tap 25, trail stops in profit, continue trailing. Can you push to 25? This is it. You push through here, should get stronger pushes. I think it's another like 20 pips below. Can you tap? So trail stops in profit. I trailed it like 16 in profit so far. Rejecting off 25. Survive. The re-breakout low should give us something. The re-breakout lows can probably trail to here. Another 8 pips in profit. Perfect. Trail stops. Trail stops. Trail stops. New top wick. Trail stops to the high. Can you get a pop? Out. All right, cool. 24.32. What did we do there? 30 pips? 30.4 pips. Good shit, chat. Waited. Patience paid out. Wait for our idea. Why is Steam opening up? And then we got our move. So is that 24.32? How much is that percentage wise? Every day in DVSO1 is what we do, chat. Come to your charts, wait for positions. Sometimes we might not get any. You know, last week we didn't get any. Last week, I was on a little vacation. We only had trade on Monday and Tuesday. We took a loss, our first loss in the group on the 20th of June. And then, yeah, we didn't force anything back, you know, bits at the time, 0.7, 0.7, 0.6, 1, 1, waited for the trades to come to us. Let the market decide where it wants to go, and we just hop on the wave. And today we did 1.64. We missed out on the initial pop for news. Well, I wouldn't say missed out because we didn't have any ideas aside from the idea of the 4 coming down. Couldn't get anything there. We had then second idea was continuation down, but you didn't get the topic that I wanted to see. So cool, didn't get nothing there. That was the first official idea. Second idea was wick entry buys, but we're still far away from there. It was like, I think, 70 pips away, so didn't get that. Third idea, finally got the third idea, and was very patient with the third idea too, understanding that you should not be worried about price pushing up here, especially after news that pushed down this heavy for news more. So it's considered now a directional swing, a directional push, right? If it's a directional push, usually what you'll get if you were to reverse is structure before reversing. You wouldn't just come up like this. It's very rare, immediately come up. Right, so that's why you mark up your next zones here. We had like a level of 27, lower drawdown to like 29, but then this is what you're expecting, right? So now if it were to come up, it can come up now because now it has structure. But what you were missing earlier was the bottom wick. And if you're taking the bottom wick entry sells with the trend, it's a win-win situation. It's strong confirmation, right? With the directional trend, so you're not going against the trend. So we took advantage of that pop, and then yeah, we targeted 22, and we got out a low ahead, but we trail stops in profit, right? 30% profit, pretty good trade. And then yeah, 1.6%, which is huge, chat, huge today. Tomorrow's a bank holiday, so we won't be here. Maybe we'll get another trader, we'll see. There's lots of opportunities still because you have lots of volume right now. So I'll be here until like 10:15, we'll see. And we'll go off of that, okay? And I think the 15 just flipped, but I don't know if this is enough of a top wick. Maybe it might not be because it rejected again at 22. All right, chat. All right, YouTube. YouTube, if you have questions, let me know. Or anybody. What percent you guys got on that trade? 2.6, 3.5%. Good shit. 2.6, took a pineapple at 30. You took a pineapple? 2.6%, good shit. You had an amazing week, bro. 2% on your personal today, W. WWW. Yeah, but for those who are on YouTube and, you know, wondering where I've been, I've just been trading DVSL1 every day, every morning. At the same time, doing what we just did live. Last couple of hours here. Analyze, break down charts, and then just chill and wait. But this is a 5-leg candle here, chat. I wonder if this can get retraced. Where's my YouTube chat at? Last couple of hours here. Wow, there's a top fan section. That's crazy. Live on YouTube daily? No, not YouTube daily. DSO1. Bro, I'm up 200 pips. Good shit. You stream every day, Don? I do stream every day. Just might not be on YouTube. But I will be dropping a video, chat, on YouTube on Sunday evening. I was gonna drop it today after the stream, but it's 4th of July tomorrow, so I know people are off. So I'm gonna drop it for the new week on Sunday. It's part 2 of the 1K account growth. I mean, this is the balance. You guys see where it's at right now, but I'll be going more in depth about like the RR and how I do with losses and all of that, because we took a loss 2 weeks ago, and showing how we bounced back from that. But yeah, I will be dropping more videos on YouTube. I've been pretty active on YouTube with the posts and stuff. Monthly analysis. I did a monthly analysis Oh no, I didn't. But monthly analysis is missing a bottom wick here, so that is expected. It's still bullish. It's still bullish, like very bullish. It's just I think you need a bottom before coming up. And I was assuming that you'll looking at the weekly, like you might need a steeper wick here before coming up bullish. So I was expecting over the next couple of weeks that maybe price could come back down like this, mirror the traffic down, and then after that it can come up because it's bullish after that. It's a higher low because you don't have any like liquidity anywhere here going up. Like you have minor like higher lows going up here, 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 but nothing like major. You know what I mean? So if it's slowing down here, I would assume that you're gonna get some type of retracement where a lot of traders would think that it's like a, oh yeah, we're coming down now, but really it's just like a pop down towards like these zones here, and then after that you continue back up on the weekly towards all-time highs because I don't think it's done yet. Looking at structure, it's super bullish. So when's that FOMC, by the way? Because that could be something. Um, 30th of July, the end of the month. Damn. Yeah, that's far. That's far. We'll see how the next couple weeks go. So far, July's been good though. Like the volume in the month, it's pretty good. Crazy volume today. Like this push today was 300, 400 reps. We come down to the 5 leg body. I mean the 5 leg candle, yeah. So let's see. If it's a leg candle, you should get a rejection at this zone, a retracement up to this zone, re-break out lows, continue to fill over wick. All right, gold. Let me mark down that trade real quick during the trade. What's my bias today? Bearish, for sure, bearish. Because the 4 bottom wick, right? Sells. And then we got wick entries, so liquidity on the 5, right? Yeah, 5. 5 wick entries. What was TP? 5? I'll say the 5. Break even, yes. 5 and the 1 and the 4 new candles. That's it. Yeah, that's it. 5 minute, 1 hour and 4 hours what we used. Just expected a flip and drive on the 5, on the 1, the 4, same thing. New opening. Win. How much was that? 24.32. 30 pips. 30.04. Drawdown. How much was that drawdown there? 30 pips. Not bad. I think we did a good job managing, like not getting out too early. Well, no such thing as too early, too late, but without moving stocks to break even on a second retest, understand that there needs to be a steeper wick, right? Because we would have hit break even if we did that. But we waited for the re-break, the actual tap, and then we just started trailing. I do think though, if this first move right here, if the first drop back down gave you a pop towards 25, you would have rejected a lot harder. Like it would have been just a rejection of 25 and back up. But since that was the first time, second time you came down again, or you rebroke, you didn't drive. Third time you rebroke, that's why you got to push. that was past 25. But I think it would have been a much stronger struggle if it was the first initial pop down. But we would have been, I think, trailing stops 10 in profit. So instead of coming out with like 30, would have came out with maybe 14, 12 pips, right? In that range. So it wasn't bad. Max profits, 51. Exit reasoning. Combined be your profit. TP on the minute. 5. On the minute. And scenario would have been, what was the TP originally? $33.21. Yeah, so it wouldn't have hit. So breaking would have been the scenario. Cool. Last journal. What was this? Liquidity on, I think the 5, right? What did I put here? 5. Cool. Not a bad start, chat. All right, so now we wait, continue waiting. Sometimes journaling is good to cool you down. Now we just wait. So what happened? You didn't fill a wick yet. Or maybe you might not ever fill a wick. But there is a leg candle there that's hasn't been filled. You're coming back up to retest 33, 31. Are you gonna push? If you do push, you're looking at 30, 36. No buys here though, for me. Definitely no buys, ideas. I think buy ideas for me would be once you have like more structure here, which I don't think you have enough structure for me to get in yet. But let's see if there's volume here to push up towards 36 here. It's NYSE open in 6 minutes, so things should get interesting. Still a chance that they could flip bullish again. Still possible this move gets retraced. I just need to see more structure going up. So more bottom wicks like this that formed. Okay, chat. But yeah, no searching for buys. Not yet. How do I get that journal? This journal is not up to the public yet. This journal is, but the compound sheet isn't. If you want the journal, I think it's there should be what do you call it? Is there a link to it? Maybe try journal. I don't know if I updated this. This journal is here, it's just this journal is not. So this is still being tested in Divas 01. We're just trying to see what we can add to it. This right here should be good though. All this. This has been out for a minute. Is that it? Free trader, free 3.3. Is that it? I don't know if that's it. What percent you guys got to that YouTube? All right, now, bro. $41 months from G. 41 months. Holy. 0.9%. 1.6. 2.06. W Farzo. Chat, I'm gonna get water. Hold on. Yes, I remember you. What up? If you guys enjoyed the stream though, make sure to leave a like, sub to the channel. I will be dropping a video on Sunday on YouTube. It's all done. Just need a thumbnail for it, which I'm getting done right now. Got my thumbnail guy doing it. And that should be coming out on Sunday evening. Sunday evening. Probably around like 5, market opening. Maybe earlier, we'll see. But it's all done and edited. Nadim, you gotta go on wap.com/devious01 or wap.com/devious. Those are the only payment options. Yo, NYC here. See what happens, chat. Let's see. So you are closing bullish above 3032. 1 hour still bearish, could still flip. You do, however, have more structure than you had before because you do kind of have this pullback here, right? So chances of this 1 hour flipping bearish versus the 30 continuing shows that 30 has a high chance to continue up towards 36 next. Because you have this. So if I were to, right, you see this? Higher lows being printed. Structure. So you have that now. Let's see how it opens up here. If you get another bottom wick, then that's even more structure. So we'll see. But I don't have any ideas right now for buys. At least yet. Or sells. But I do think sells ideas would probably be below, somewhere below like 20. But we're still far away, right? Because I think below 20 has to re-break the lows from earlier. And if you re-break the lows at 20 after the leg candle fill, then you're going to get a continuation to retest the complete low, which is going to be these lows down here. You know what I mean? So then we'll take advantage of this move down from there. And that won't be too bad of a play. Or below here, you can take it to below here down towards 04. Lots of ways you can enter. Oh, I forgot. You have more news today. 10 a.m., right? Yeah, you said PMI. True. Yeah, you have 10 a.m. ISM services PMI. What are they expecting for that? Actual greater is good for currency. They're expecting good numbers again. Yeah, we'll be here for that. We'll see how things go. Will it go down more? I mean, if numbers come out positive and price action aligns, and yeah. But right now, I don't see it aligning just yet. Like, I understand the 1 hour can come down at any given point, but I'm wondering here if you're gonna come down towards 27 again. If you do, then you have a high chance to come down towards 21, and then high chance below 21 to come down towards here. But it starts off with this right here. Is this gonna break? Because right now it's like slowing down a little bit. It'll probably pick up again, but there's nothing we can do right now. Like you're kind of playing a guessing game right now if you're trading in this range, right? But either if it breaks above here or breaks below here, I think that'll give you a better directional answer as to what's happening next today. Here in this range could be anything. Could be anything. So this range here is like a no trade range for me. Is this chapter done? Is it done? No, because I'm still streaming right now. I will stream occasionally, like not. I'm live every morning, but on YouTube, I'll come occasionally for like events, you know? I wouldn't say it's done though. I wouldn't say anything's ever done. There's always anything that could happen. No, I wouldn't say it's done, but right now I'm not streaming every day at least on YouTube. Just focus on the group. What application used for marketing? Zoom. Gold in July just reversed after a big move. I gotta redo my zones here. Got too many levels that don't matter no more. So I don't think 5, 6 matters no more as of right now. 42 can probably leave. 36 matters though. 27 I don't think matters anymore. 22 matters though, and this doesn't matter down here. Yeah, I'll leave it as this. Okay. Maybe we can even add a strong level here at 45, 44 off of these zones. Cool. Now we wait. Oh, fuck. Did it copy over today? This account. Okay, cool, it did. This account. Cool, it did. This account. It did. Alright, let. Can click on the zone, square mouse, delete it. I think you told me that before. But it doesn't hit the same. I just have a way of doing things that I can't. It's a habit, you know? This though, right? You click on this and you just delete it? Yeah, it's not the same though. I don't know. It's not the same flow. I like doing right click, remove. Okay, rebreaking the lows again. Did you tap 36 there? Kinda, almost. Came out a little bit, nearing that zone, and you're coming back down now. So can you retrace this entire move? Because if you do, then below 22, you got range, lots of range. 30-minute flip. I have my zone on 30 close above the area, so it didn't really close. Really, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I think it closed above still, above this zone here. 32.046. We might get the 5-minute leg candle fill finally. Yeah. If it comes down below 26, yeah, that'll be it. New fib level. What up, Eddie Lifts? What's up, man? Jay, that's you, right? What up, Storm Player? .6 in the fib. This was the fib, no? 22? Or unless you're measuring from up like this, then yeah. Was that 50 or 60? 50 would be here, no? No, 50 would be here. Yeah, it's 61.8. But trade is taken. What was it? 1.64. Rebreaking the highs once again. So not yet. Just made a higher low though, more structure. Pay attention to the way it's moving up, right? More lows here. You're gonna get continuation. I think above 36, it's really clean traffic to the next zone. I think I have a 44, but on the way there's more levels to be tapped. You're looking at 40 above 36, and then above 40 at 44. But this is slowing down. Like you can see the move going up here isn't as strong. Obviously the move coming down, right? It's news, but this is like very like higher lows. It's trickling up. It's not like a strong pop. How many views do we peak today on YouTube? Like 600? 580? That's where I saw like 580. Generally, I tried the 420 retracement to the 69 bounce. True. True. 600. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. News in 15 or 17. Reminder. Okay. You have like a minor folder coming out 45. Final service PMI, but then you have a major folder coming out 10. So 10 will be the more important one. It's planning at 9 a.m. ceremony. Traders left today. What was it at earlier? 140? So 65 now. Other traders dip. Done for the week. It's funny because like days when price action isn't as like clean, you can see like the traders dip too. Like there's not a lot. Like I think was it Monday? I think it was Monday. We had like 35,000 traders online. 40,000. Peak today was 181 on Forex Factory. Yeah, I'm starting to sample size as well. Because then you can understand what days traders struggle on the most, right? Looking at this, like, why did dip? Price action is still clean. And then you think about what the market could be throwing at them, or what the market's throwing at you, and why it will cause the traders to act or react at certain zones. You do a lot of that information. Tap into the zone again. We had 2 trades in this zone here, chat. In the past. Over last week. This area here and this area here. I think they were both sells though. Another week entry sell is definitely possible. I haven't thought about it at all yet though. I think it'll be a lot higher than this. It'll be probably like 44. Thought that, yeah, I just changed it. My fault. I got a sell limit at 1347. Oh, you have a little higher than. Yeah, I have a level 44. 47 is pretty cool too. Where is that? Right here? There's no top wick zone right there. It's pretty valid. Yeah, 47 is pretty good. Pretty good zone. Sometimes it goes a little higher than the overall resistance, right? I think overall resistance is 44, but sometimes you might get the wicks up until like 47. Yeah, pretty clean. And then you have an advantage point too at 47. 47 down towards like 44 is like 27 pips. So at 44.8 here, you can move stops break even, trail stops and profit and all that good stuff. Right down towards the major zone too. So it's a very good advantage point. go full port for the culture at the news. Oh man, I really went full port for the culture, man. Where did you place the hard stops today? Oh, I didn't get a chance to speak about the hard stops today. Hard stops today would have been. Yeah, I didn't get to speak about that. What do you think about stops today? Like we always have stops. Don't get me wrong. Like we always have like a level where we know. Like usually it's when structure breaks, right? And then we have a hard stop, and then we have levels where we can look to manage ahead of time. I think we would have had stops today so we had entries at 27 here. What's this? I think the highs at like 5.2 probably, because that would be the news flip. So it would be the 230 pip stop there, which is quite low today actually. Usually it's like 300, but yeah, 230 pips. Part of the highs, and then off of the way you come up, right? So I would have been saying something like, if it retraces steep and we're still in, I'll say like, okay, well, it comes down to how you retrace up, how you make bottom wicks up. So based off of how steep the wicks are, right? If you get something like this that clears all the zones and then you flip bullish, yeah, man, we're gonna move stops up towards this high instead. Like let's say right now price starts retracing, right? And it comes back into the zone, which I think you still have an opportunity to do so, but you come back into the zone and it doesn't continue. It doesn't continue down. Instead, it just kind of comes back up to re-break the highs. Then what we can do is just manage risk on the re-break of the highs instead. Because when that happens, after you have a higher low, you have a much higher chance to continue up the second time. So as you re-break the highs, there's no reason to be in. So above there, you can manage risk, which I think would have been 110 pips instead. That last loss we took, we managed risk pretty well too. I think we closed off only negative 8%, which I think is 170 pips, right? Yeah, 170 pips. And it was max drawdown was 230. We managed risk low ahead, 6 pips ahead of the highs. So yeah, we got better at managing risk. We also got a lot better with placing stops too, more like accurate stops, and that's why this year our pip count has been like a lot higher than previous years. Our average pip count like 30, 20, 10, 13. I think the years prior we'll get like 10, 11, 12, right? On average 14. This year it's been like pretty decent. Like I'll say average has gone up to like at least 18. I think 18 is a fair number. Look like 36, 27, 19, negative 12, 19, 16, 39, 3, 27, 10, 13, 19, 16, 12, 18, 14, 23, negative 8, negative 2.8. It's been higher. But we've also been taking a lot of sells too. Look at this. Look at all the sells we took. Since April 28, we've taken like 95% sells, like 3 buys since. Yeah. Nine minutes until news. But yeah, mainly sells. Look at this. You're in our bias too. Our bias has been I'm glad we started keeping track of bias too, because in the past we didn't. But look, our bias has been mainly bearish the last couple of weeks. We were bullish yesterday. But then look at the streaks of being bearish, right? But it's not always a trade with the trend too. Like yes, we were bullish, we took a sell. You know, some days might be bullish, take a sell. Sometimes it's bearish, take a buy. It's not always with the bias though. That's just like the overall, when we first come to the charts, what are we expecting? What up, Batty? What's up, man? Heard you were here earlier. OZ, what's up? Of course I remember you, bro. What do you mean? What are you looking for now? Waiting for news to come out at 10 a.m. here in 7 minutes. And then after YouTube comes out, we're going to see if we have more volume, because right now we're lacking in volume, right? Lacking in volume and lacking in direction. Like, you're slowly pulling up, but nothing too crazy of a push. So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to see if we can have another push like this for the day. Or, so not directly down, but up or down, don't matter. Just, you need to start breaking out this area. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting to see something to lead to something, because right now nothing leads to anything. Right now it leads to no trade range. So volume should bring that in. Once volume brings it in, it will confirm direction. Once it confirms direction, it will confirm ideals. Once we confirm ideals, confirm positions. Once it confirms positions, we'll be in, and then we'll confirm profits, and then we'll call it a day. Or we might take that one trade only today and call it. It was a huge percentage though. But I'm willing to stay until 10:15 today. Usually I stay around to that time every day. Sometimes earlier, but I think 10:15 is a pretty good time. On a day like this, comes down to volume really. If you have volume, I'm willing to stay. If you don't have volume and things are getting slow and we have no more ideas, then we're out. No point of staying, hoping for an idea to come when it doesn't show an idea that's coming. Natural gas storage is true. Yeah, natural gas at 10:30. Who knows? Maybe that might be the volatile folder. YouTube, where are you guys from? Who's in America tomorrow? 4th of July. What a Wade? Some in. What direction will price push up with the news coming out? I mean, we gotta see. I think they're expecting good numbers again, so good numbers typically leads to gold coming down. But we gotta see, because I have no idea until it comes out. Like for NFP news, we were expecting it to come down, not because of news though, because of price action, and news brought it down. So price action shows that you need a steeper wick here. So is news gonna correlate with that? I'm searching for emo stain. None. Yeah, there's nothing on YouTube. Australia, Canada. Was that eagle mean America? Let's see what 10 a.m. can give us. What? What, Farzal? Let's get some volume. Let's get it. 3 minutes. If you can correct the move, that'll be sweet. So far, though, the move going up has not been the strongest. It's shown that it's a little weak going up. Still pushed up 250 pips, though, but it hasn't been like the cleanest pop, you know what I mean? Two minutes. Chat, what do you guys rate the price action today? I didn't ask. That's a daily question. What do you guys rate today? I'll give it, I think I'll give it a good 8 out of 10, man. Maybe 7.5 actually. Depends. If you get continuation here for late day, then yeah, I'll give it like a 8. But I think 7.5. 7.5 is pretty fair. We had 2 ideas. There's decent volume. I didn't think you'll slow down this early though, but maybe it's news that's waiting for. Depends. If it doesn't move by 10:15, then I'll leave it at 7.5. If it does move and starts breaking the highs and the lows, then maybe we can give it an 8. It's decent though. Better. I think that's one of the better days of the week, no? Today and yesterday was pretty clean. Yesterday wasn't bad. The day before was kind of whatever. Monday didn't get anything. Tuesday we got trades. Right? Yeah, we got 3 trades this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And tomorrow, no trading day. 3% week. 3.4% week though. I'll take it. All right. 9 seconds, chat. Let's see. See how this comes out. If you're gonna get volume or not. It's glitching. It's gonna glitch through. You came down to retest 32 again. That's good. Which way? Five-minute getting filled. The 5-minute leg candle. Yeah, you break below 27. Where is it? Down here, right? Yeah, you break below that 27 zone. Very high chance. Okay, this is pushing down. You can see this push down has already cleared out this whole hour of range. It's good. It's usually it indicates that that's the direction still. So can it continue now? Can it continue down, or is this a higher low? Nothing we can do here yet, but it's coming closer for sure. Just be patient. Is it slowing down? What's happening? How numbers come out? Positive? Neutral, which is good. Positive. Cool. 50.8, and they expected 50.8. So it came out exactly as expected, which is neutral, which is good. Better than worse. And numbers or goals pushing down here. So can it continue to push below 25? Guess we'll find out. How did that 30 close or the 1 hour close? So 30 close or 1 hour close, where did 30 close? Because it closed doji on the 30. I had a zone here, which I don't remember if I marked it off the 30 or the 1. I think it was a 30. Looking at the 1 though, Looking at the 1 though, let me delete the zones here. Don't need this no more. For now, don't need that. Did it close respecting? Let's see how far back this goes. So you have something here which closed above. Yeah, something else up here at 34. Yeah. So 1 hour close respecting for me above. It's a weak bullish candle though. Still searching for a bottom wick on it. The 4 hour candle still bearish, hasn't flipped yet. You came up for a steeper wick. Now you're coming back down to re-break the lows again, right? But you see the push here, clearing out this very easily compared to the push up. Look at the push up and look at the push down. What's cleaner? The push down, right? Usually that indicates the direction. And yeah, you're pushing down. You're coming down to retest the light candle lows, which hasn't been filled yet right here. So question is it going to, is this the tap into the zone for a retracement up towards these areas? And then is it going to re-break the lows to continue down? Let's see how the rest of the time frames look. Yeah. So I think now it's just about whether it breaks below 22 or not. Came down towards 26. 22 below there, you have a clean push down below here because you're breaking all of that structure. And I think that's the 4 hour flip again. So you probably want to wait for the 4 hour flip and the re-break out lows, and then you have the rest of the 4 hour wick fill, right? Which is just the retest. And if you fill the wick, then maybe you can come down towards the overall target for the day, which is 3304. Comes down to this though, because this again could still be higher low, right? This did not break this, so this can still be higher lows being printed. If it breaks, then there's a chance that it could do something like this, right? And then your ideas could be sells from below here off this push, or wait for the retest and take a wick entry there to retest the lows here, or maybe even break below here and take sells there. But you have tons of opportunities below 22. Above there, it could be anything still, but you're close. You have volume now. Let's just see if you can get like direction and confirmations for the continuation. Okay, but that's the order process. That's how it works. Volume leads to price action, that leads to confirmations, that leads to positions. Volume again. There is a slight chance we can get ideas below 28. It's just for those ideas below 28 instead of 22, because you still got 6 pips below here, but you need to see lower highs. So right now you're sitting like right here. Push down, did what I did. Did all this. Right? So if you get more lower highs, so right now this can be a lower high right here. You get lower highs, then you can grab this range instead to come down towards 22. You don't gotta wait for the break of these lows. The reason I'm waiting for the breakout lows now is just because this is the first time you're coming down to tap. So we're afraid that they can just go this, right? That can still happen for all I know. But the more lower highs you get, the more confirms that, okay, maybe this is enough, right? Maybe this is enough for us to continue down towards 22 and you don't gotta wait. But right now I'm waiting for 22 because this can happen. right? So this would be clean below here, back into the range. We're gonna mirror this range, right? Mirror that range to continue down. But it comes down like this. This is important. Same way, if we were in like, let's say a position in drawdown right now, we'll wait for the same thing, right? Like let's say we got a position at like 22 earlier, we got a sell here, we're in drawdown. For us to get a second position, what do we need to wait for? We haven't a position here and we want to come down to retest the lows, right? But how could you come down? What could we get? Lower highs. And then once you get the lower highs, could we get a position below 28? Yeah, right? And then that position will cover up for this as it comes back down. But same perspective there. Now it's broke all-time highs again. Let's take a look. Did it fill the, did it mirror that range? Where is my zone? What broker was it? I guess I don't have a zone. Oh, right there, 23,500. Yeah, that's our next zone. Remember that tool we used to use on Twitch chat? I don't know if I brought it up on YouTube when I was on YouTube still, but the measuring range, I think we based it off of this, right? So usually the range that's in is the range it pushes above once it's all-time high. So it goes on all-time highs right now, so we're not really using this as much, but that's 100 was. I think Pencil asked this last time. So this is the range, right? This is like the resistance, the body. Usually it would mirror that. So then roughly up at 33,500, that's where we have it in that area. Right, was it the weekly? Yeah, it was off of the weekly. Yeah, so that matches. So 23,500, and that's been sample size quite a bit too. But that's your, if you're looking at all-time highs, looking for ways to go up, that's usually how it would go. Because even when it's not all-time highs, right? Whenever you're like in the range, for it to usually the range is a push that continues up. Like let's say right now it goes in this range from here to here. What is this? This is roughly 85 pips. Usually the breakout will be around the same, right? So we take this right here. We copy, paste that. What's the next zone? It shows 33.46, right? So between 44 and 47, which is kind of where we have it right now too. The next resistance we have is 47 or 44.7 and then 33.47.4. So it's in between there. So it's pretty accurate when it comes to measuring ranges and all-time highs. Same thing there. What's happening here in gold though? So rejecting 28 again, more lower highs. I will say though, if this thing breaks 39, I'm calling it a day because I don't think I'm taking buys today. All right, we already took a sell, right? And it's a late day reversal, and we already took a position early. No need to take a late day reversal. If I didn't get a trade, then maybe we'll be around for the buys. But if it's not the directional push, then I'm not interested. If you do get continuations down, then yeah, I'll be around. All right, Bento. Trading. You go through highs and lows. Chat, anyone watching F1 this weekend? We got Silverstone. I've been playing Mad iRacing, so I'm playing Silverstone right now this week because I think they have iRacing on the GT3, the 296 Ferraris right now. That's what I've been playing. A lot of sim racing. Teaches me a lot about discipline and patience. When to overtake, when to kind of let a car pass you, to overtake later. You know, it teaches you a lot about patience and discipline, so I like it. And it's fun. But I think I got reported. Need a Ferrari win? I actually wanted Hamilton to win last week because Max was out early in turn 1, or turn 3. But did you guys hear about Max going to Mercedes next week? Or not next week, next year, maybe? If that happens, I can finally rep Verstappen merch. Because Red Bull merch is not nice. Red Bull merch is actually, like, it's such a navy blue. I hate navy blue. He goes to a Mercedes though. Mercedes merch is sick. That Ferrari's chopped. McLarens are crazy fast. McLaren's not bad. Yeah, I hope Max replaces George Russell though. I'm not a fan of George Russell. Antonelli's going crazy. I don't know what happened to Yuki Tsunoda though. Damn, that second Red Bull seat. Kyle Pinto crashing out. Yeah, Antonelli's going crazy. How old is Antonelli again? 18? 2006, yeah, 18. No way he goes with George. Definitely not George. Hell no. They gonna get rid of George. They better. Toto. I don't even think Toto wants George. Don't pick one. Kimmy or George for next spot. Kimmy and Max would be crazy. I wanted Carlos Sainz and Max on Red Bull, but I think they're already teammates on Toro Rosso, right? Before. So I think that's why they weren't teammates again. That would have been crazy though. Like, I actually fuck with Sainz. Okay. What's happening here? Re-breaking the lows again. Below 28. Can it break 25? Max and Mercedes would be sick. Toto and Max would be crazy. I think it'll work out for both of them. Kimmy and Wade. Yeah, true. I know those ones, but I'm waiting to get signed to. We're gonna get signed to Red Bull. $15 closure. It's picking up again. It's not the worst. Not dead yet. If this thing comes back up towards 35, it'll be GG's. I think that'll be it for me. But I think you're feeling this five leg candle right now. That's what's happening. So we'll see what happens then. You're in sales now? Okay. Yeah. What's your target? 27? Yeah, you have this leg candle here. You have range to come down to at least like 27. And then after that, it comes down to how it reacts there. But you also have a 1 hour, 30 minute no, 15 wick fill as well, down towards these areas, 26. Yeah, you have that leg candle, and then you got the leg candle that hasn't been filled yet. This one's getting filled right now, but this one hasn't been filled yet, right? So could get runners actually if you want. 4 flip runners too. Look at the 4 hasn't flipped yet. You can get a wick fill runner. Ideal 17. Yeah, that wick fill runner, that's clean. Your boy Stroll. Hey man, I don't claim Stroll. Alonzo, sure. We're breaking. Just close partial stops, break even, good shit. So do you prefer closing partials and moving stops break even, or you prefer trailing stops and profit? These are gonna sell too? It's clean. It is clean, it is clean. Pencil, what's your thing at? You can click the scroll in your mouse to measure the range of MT5. Oh. Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. Didn't know that. How do you know all these tricks, bro? $1.75. Yeah. Okay, so you're close below 28 now. So you can get a push. Yeah, volume still valid. If you're trading today, it's still tradable. You have natural gas storages in 9 minutes here. We'll see how that opens up. Maybe natural gas storage gives them. When's the next NFP? Oh, it's a month from now. I'm tripping. Re-breaking the lows. Let's see if this can pull back again or this continuation. $15 leg candles getting filled, or 5 leg candles getting filled right now, right here. This one. Where's the zone here? Those are movies down for now. 2650. Pretty good day, chat. I think I'm gonna give it an 8. What the way you retrace? It was a little slow, but I think this push from here down wasn't like it was pretty nice. Pretty decent. The only slow part about today was really just this range right here, whatever this was. But these continuation pushes weren't bad. I think as long as you wait for this to play out, the retracing it again, and that was the cleanest, aside from the initial NFP push. 8 out of 10 day price action was. Good month though, chat. Or good year though, everybody. How's your year been? Any struggles? Any growth? Or still repeating the same habits? As long as you're moving constantly still, it's good. If you're repeating the same habits, then you need to like take a step back and see what's really going on. Understand what's triggering your issues, you know? Thanks. Good week, Jay. You had a crazy week, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, man. I'm tall enough. I'm not growing anymore. 5% for the month. It's good. That's very good. Only 3 days in. The markets are open tomorrow. It's gonna be a little slow because the U.S. bank holiday. 4th of July. Very good year. Third withdrawal as well. Focus on compounding. 30% per month. Same habits. If you have the same habits, eventually you'll get tired of your own shit. But you have to be open to making changes and adjustments, right? Like the solution to fixing your habits isn't always like taking a break and then coming back hoping you do something different. Sometimes it's like just constantly making the same errors again until you get sick of your shit, because it makes you start thinking of other things, other solutions, right? When you take a break, you come back, and usually you come back and resort to the same solution because that's what you're used to. So yeah, you gotta figure out what triggers your issues. Like, are you in a, like, what's triggering it? Are you like FOMOing? If so, is it because you're chasing a lifestyle? Is it because you want to get out of your current situation? Like, what's the reason as to why it's triggering your emotions on these trades? Why is it causing you to FOMO? Are you more anxious? Why are you anxious? Is it because you're not journaling your trades? Right? I think when I wasn't journaling my trades, I was a lot more anxious trading because I didn't know the result. But I think once you started journaling, you started to see a pattern and a routine every day. So when you come to your charts, you know what to expect. You know roughly how big your loss is. You know roughly how much your gains are. So you won't be like surprised. Like you won't get trigger happy as well, because you know what to expect, because you're consistent, right? But when you don't have a journal, sometimes like you don't know what to expect. You're always gonna be anxious about how much you're making. You might get overexcited, overhyped, and seeing the losses, you might feel really down. But there's nothing to worry about when you have a journal. 10% last month. This month starts at negative 1.8. See how it goes. It's not bad. Well, this month starts with negative 1.8, but really from last month you're up 8.2. Right? Perspective. It's the same thing. A new month doesn't determine your performance. If you ever have issues of dealing with like the first of the month or last of the month, it's no different than any other day. You're coming back to the charts tomorrow anyways. No matter if it's the first of the month, last of the month, middle of the week, you're trading. So yeah, you're still up. Or even if you want to get a deeper dive into it, look at your full year result. Look at your full career results. Compare that. Like that's when I took that loss 2 weeks ago. We could have been there like, oh man, we gotta make this back, right? And every day that could be your focus, but when you focus on your entire performance, right, for the whole entire year, this whole entire account that started off of 1K to where it is now, like look at that. But when you look at when you compare that last loss to like your future results, it's gonna apply a lot of pressure on yourself for no reason. So that's how you get over that. And you forget about it, you know? Like, I think everyone forgot about the loss already. It was 8% loss, and I think we made back majority of it. I think from that loss, we made back, we made back half of it. 4.92%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days, 4% on average. And the entire year we are doing, let's see, 65%, right? So it's just another day. And you forget about it, and then you get back in flow. A lot of people can't get back in flow after they take a loss. Too much emotions, too much pressure on themselves. But reduce that pressure, and then you naturally get back into flow state. Again, the same way you were before you took the loss, right? Whatever streak you're on. But when you think too much about the loss, that's when it kind of cooks you. Maybe this year I'll be profitable. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, man, that's a good way to put it, though. Don't apply pressure. You'd be good. 10:30 here, chat. I think it's GG's, man. I was hoping you'll be able to push through 22, but you're pulling back here again. Which could be a high. Could be another high being formed. Like this could be a high for you to make your way back down and retest the lows. But I think that's it. 11:30 or 10:30, you took a trade. If this continued down, then I'll be interested in below here. But it's 10:30 now. Natural gas orders just came out. Maybe it's a topic on 30. 30 is not bad of a time frame. The thing is, the 30 had a zone marked up. Where's my zone? Did it close below? It says it closed below here. Yeah, maybe it did close below. Like right below. Small time frame shows that it could still come down as long as these are lower highs. I think this is the third one now. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So if you flip, yeah, you can continue pushing down. That's it. That's it for my week, chat. We had 3 trading day week. Monday, no trades. Tomorrow, bank holiday. 3.41% for the week. And yeah, the month just started. So off on a great start. Off to a great start. And we'll come back Monday in Divas 01. We'll Same routine every day. Mark up, be patient, wait for your setup, and take what's to come. If there's something, if there's not, then no trades. But chat, YouTube, hope you guys enjoy the stream. I will be dropping a video on Sunday evening at, I don't know the exact time yet, but Sunday for sure. I'll be dropping the video. And yeah, till next time, I'll see you guys. Hope you guys learned something today. If you guys did, leave a like, sub to the channel. And I appreciate you guys being here today. Peace out, YouTube. Take it easy. Peace out, everybody on Zoom. DVSO1. See you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Take care.